All right, UFC 137, we got Bart Palaszewski, Polish fighter, known for his stand-up skills and durability, a little bit of a weakness on the ground. He's taking on Tyson Griffin, who's got more fight of the night bonuses than I can even count on both hands. Listen, Tyson Griffin is the guy that helped to make Frankie Edgar famous. Tyson Griffin was the only guy to beat Uriah Faber. Ends up in a match, he's 15-1, takes on Frankie Edgar, who's a newcomer. It's an absolute war, fight of the night as I mentioned, and Frankie comes out on top. Tyson Griffin's awesome. Tyson Griffin cuts a lot of weight to get to this weight class. He's very strong, he's very stout, he's always durable and in shape. He stumbled a little bit as of late. Now, he's always done a very good job, but he was a guy who I personally really thought, hey, this guy's going to be champion someday. And now we're in more of a position of working back to, hey, I think this guy could be a contender someday. Now, that all changes in a hurry. In this sport, it can change overnight. This is a very important match for him. Bart Palaszewski has nothing to lose and everything to gain. This is going to be a really interesting match, and it's also at the weight class that we both talked about that we really like, 155 pounds.
So do you think really that Bart, this could be a stepping stone to blow his career up? He comes from the IFL. He's not that well known except for the hardcores, so WEC as well. But do you think that Tyson could be that stepping stone to blow him up? Well,
you know, Tyson's a really big name. He's got a lot of fans behind him. If you've ever been in a building when he enters the room, he's very popular. It's like going into a building behind Clay Guida. You can hardly hear anything. The fans love him so much. So if you can get over on a guy like Tyson Griffin, it's going to catapult you. He is a sizable underdog. As a matter of fact, if you're a betting man and you've got to place a bet, this is the surest bet you can place is on Tyson Griffin. He really, on paper, stands that much above Bart. However, Bart has his moments, and if he goes out and he has a performance like he has put together in the past, he can pull this off. I wouldn't bet on it. I don't suspect it, but he definitely has the skills to do it.
Now, traditionally, there's been a lot of. It seems that wrestlers come and they can improve their hands. It seems to be an easier transition for a wrestler to become a stand-up fighter than it is a stand-up fighter to become a wrestler. Now, Tyson Griffin is one of those guys. Now, I've also seen on the other side where lots of times they lose their roots. They become stand-up fighters, and that's what happens. They stand and bang. They want to be excited. They want fight of the night. Do you think Tyson will go back to his roots for a fight like this?
Well, that's a good point, you know, and the names that pop to mind, the great Josh Koscheck, the greatest Dan Henderson. You see these guys, they spend so much time striking, they fall in love with their right hand or left hand, and they get away from it. You know, Tyson is a little bit of one of those guys, but even in his last fight or the one before that where he didn't look so hot, he got back to grappling a lot more. He got back to staying busy and wearing guys down. In my opinion, Tyson's biggest strength is his ability to wear an opponent down. That's easier to do when you're grappling. That's harder to do when you're on the outside trading punches with him. I think Tyson's going to grab a hold of him, push, pull, and try to wear him out.
Okay, so you're calling Tyson?
Tyson Griffin.
Tyson Griffin, I am too.